All right, so I wanted to get on here and quickly talk about like reframing my perspective at certain moments in my life. And what I mean is like when shit isn't going my way, kind of restructuring it to be like, I need this very experience right now that I'm facing in order to prepare me for something in the future. And I always like to think about it in the context of music because I'm an artist. So for me, this is how I see it, but I think this applies to pretty much anything you're pursuing. So just today, I submitted a song to release called Type of Man that I've been working on for a while now. So I wrote the lyrics, I recorded, and then like that's what I enjoy the most. But the part that sucks is like having to like care about the nitty gritty details, going in the back and do the producing, the vocal producing, adjust frequencies to make sure my vocals sit right. Like basically all the nitpicky stuff that can get tedious, or right now I think is very tedious, because I always told myself like, man, like the day I get, a marketing team, the day I have like a producer who like produces for me, he does all the audio engineering. The day I have like a team to do all that for me, I can just focus on writing lyrics and making music, and I don't have to like worry too much about those other aspects. But one thing I notice is like in terms of reframing my perspective, it's like if I don't put in the work now to understand these nitty gritty details and why I need to change certain things in my vocals, why I need to change certain things in the beat to make sure that my vocals sit nice, what frequencies I need to cut out, reverbs, like every little small detail, even if I'm staring at the screen for an hour and I'm making changes that in hindsight, like nobody really picks up on besides other maybe audio engineers and things like that. But I think of this as in like, yeah, this sucks right now and it's kind of a pain in the ass and I don't want to do it because I just want to focus on writing and just writing and just releasing music. It's also a very important aspect because when the day comes where I am going to be in a studio with other producers, other artists, I have to be able to speak their language. Like if I'm going into a studio and I don't know how to conceptualize what I want through my words and convey that thought to an audio engineer or a producer, it's going to slow down my efficiency and my ability to make great music because I haven't done the work beforehand to understand it, to speak their language essentially, right? So yeah, that when it comes to like reframing my my current situation, it's like, yeah, I always say, man, I can't wait till I get a team. I can't wait till I have all this backing, whatever. But I'm learning to take joy in the fact that I have to do this shitty work. Like, and I'm also finding that as I try to force myself to just do it and enjoy the process, I find that there's many things that I actually enjoy. Like writing lyrics and recording is actually a very small part of the like music making process. The production, the effects, the stuff that happens behind the scenes or afterwards, that's where I believe like the true magic happens. And so I'm learning to fall in love with that process as well, just as much as I love hearing a new beat and being like, oh my God, I got a hook coming, I have a verse ready, whatever. I'm trying to find that same excitement for also the parts that I haven't always enjoyed. And that's not to say that I'm going to enjoy that just as much as I enjoy writing and recording my music. But at the end of the day, if shifting my mindset that way helps me get through this time, then why not? And also, it's like, it helps me enjoy the process more. Like if I'm sitting here producing music and I'm just like, I'm staring at my screen for hours and hours, I'm adjusting knobs, I'm tweaking little things to make sure the effects sit right. And I'm just like, if that entire time I'm just like pissed off and like, man, I don't even want to do this, that energy will translate into my music. Like you can truly tell when somebody I feel, has put their thought and true intention into their music. And I feel like if I have that mindset while I'm making it, it will translate into my music. And that's not what I want. So to bring that right energy into my music, I kind of have to have this positive outlook and be like, okay, it sucks that I have to do all this work that I don't really want to do. But at the end of the day, one, it has to get done. And two, I can find ways to enjoy the process as well. So yeah, that's really been in terms of like reframing my mindset. That's kind of the idea I had, and I think I was watching this video of, I think it was like Alex Hermosi, and he was talking about how like for example, the reason why I'm making these videos, it's to leave a breadcrumb for your future self, meaning that maybe this video gets like 1 view, 2 view. I'm not doing it for the views. I'm just doing it to document my process, because I know that later on, if I do something worthwhile, people will want to come back and watch these anyways. And so I'm making these videos to kind of just document my thought process when it comes to making music, because it's my first time, right? I'm only 24 years old once. I'm only going to be 24 years old once with this experience in music at this specific moment. As the years go by, I'm just going to get better and better. And yeah, I'll develop, but I also want to document that development. One, for myself to see how far I've come. And then I think also just coming in front of here and talking about it also just, it provides me with a better perspective. Like, these are thoughts I have in my head, but making the videos actually, like, I don't know, it gets it down and it gets it out of my head. And I really enjoy that process as well. So yeah, which is why I'm making the music. Anytime I have a thought or like something I've been thinking about, whether it's music related or something else, I thought I'd just come here and make a video about it. And yeah, I think that's the key takeaway, just changing my perspective so that I learn to embrace even the shitty aspects of this journey, even though I'd rather be doing something else, for example. But yeah, I guess that's really all I wanted to say in this video. I don't want to make it too long. I know I have a habit of doing that. So yeah, just change your perspective, I guess.